All right, this is how ADHD is sometimes. Where do I start? This is a hacksaw. I need to cut this because I'm trying to make these little risers for this. Here's some of my supplements. Forgot to take them this morning. Like literally, this was 2 hours ago that I filled up half of a water bottle and set my supplements out to take them, which is fine. You know, that's fine. I brought the hacksaw in to start on this project, and that's when I noticed that also this just running. The reason I grabbed the hacksaw when I remembered that project that I wanted to do is because I was getting the plywood to bring it inside so I could hit some pickleball to get some exercise. I didn't get to work out this morning. I saw the hacksaw, I was like, oh yeah, I want to do that project for the George Foreman. So left the plywood here, brought the hacksaw in. But here's the thing, there's other things. Realized I set this out earlier. That was frozen, I needed to thaw that so that I could use the George Foreman to make some burgers for lunch. I was on my phone, I was doing something. I was sending a photo of my family to someone who we may be getting a dog from. I don't know, I don't want to get my hopes up, but I secretly am. I think that's it. Oh, my coat. My coat's still on. It's been on since we took the girls to the bus stop, which was also 2.5 hours ago. Now, could you do all of that stuff without ADHD? Sure, for sure. I actually just read this book called ADHD 2.0, and it talks about VAST symptoms, which is basically just, we live in a culture now where a lot of like our surroundings create ADHD symptoms in people who don't have ADHD. So on the docket today is editing four more HVMN videos. If we're talking about ADHD, I mean, this is one of those things. It's if you don't have hard deadlines on a project, chances are you're not gonna do that project. So I got behind on my HVMN sponsored videos, which go on Instagram. So I ended up having to do 6 in a week, and now I gotta like release them, figure out how to space them out so it's not just like this explosion of HVMN sponsored content. I wanna see one of the sweetest things. Get a little light in here. Look at this. Dear Dad, I love your videos. Am just got this cool shoe organizer. We used to have a lot of stuff right there. It really cleaned it all up. Got to use these lights on part of the HVMN shoot that I did yesterday. Check out these lights. I got distracted again from the task at hand. Sometimes you just gotta write down exactly what you need to do. All right, what's everything I said I needed to do? Risers, supplements. Oh yeah, pickleball. Inside, meat away. Coat off. I could do that one right now. Start Roomba. Oh, and then videos. All right, we've got the list. Let's get to it. All right, so I did actually take a couple of these already. Where did I put that empty? Oh, there it is. There's only a couple left here. Creatine, 5 grams of that. Trace minerals, come on. Red beet powder. Huel, daily greens. I know it's in an Athletic Greens container, but you gotta believe me when I tell you it's Huel. Shot of ketones. Oh. That's why I stopped midway through. I was gonna file the lid of this because my lid got a little nick out of it. It's been leaking a little bit when I shake it, so I was gonna file it down, try to fix it. That's why I don't have the lid for this. Fix lid. Again, I think this was 2 hours ago. Look at this. Here's sandpaper, but I remember thinking, oh, that's too gritty. I don't want that gritty of sandpaper. I should look for less gritty sandpaper. Probably came over to my toolbox and then somehow got distracted. That's right, because I need my drill anyway for the risers. What if I just use a nail file? But I hope I don't ruin it more. Maybe this is one of those situations where like, less is more. The nail file is working perfectly. Moment of truth. I think I may have fixed it with this nail file. Man, sometimes you feel like a genius. Look, this is part of the reason I love it. This comes the whole way back here. See this? See how it doesn't? So you drink it, hits you in the nose. You get a little bit of mix on your nose. Not this. Look at that, whole way back. Note to self, never nick the lid of this bottle ever again. For these risers, so I just want a little hole that can go in, a little hole that can go in, and then a little holes for these to go in so that it doesn't slip off while I'm grilling with my George Foreman. You know what I'm saying? Cold plunge and sawhorses. Come on. All right, why don't we go take a look? Boom. Yeah, that's what you like to see. Moving as one, you know what I'm saying? Time for some pickleball against the wall. I'm gonna have to clean up that whole mess. Look at that, took less than 4 minutes. Just realized that my next door neighbor is home and we share a wall with. She can definitely hear this. I'm trying to decide what to do. I could go to the courts, just see if anyone's playing, see if I can hop in. The more responsible thing to do would just be to do some other type of workout. I could do push-ups, do some abs. I think I'll do that. I'm gonna make the don't go all out to figure out how to play pickleball choice today. All right, workout is actually super simple. It's just 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups for time. Do them as fast as you can, see what your score is. 20 of each left. We're at 8:53. Whew. 11:20. Good stuff. We recently got this super high fat content beef, and I'm like, we should be using this tallow. So I didn't want to catch it in that plastic that comes with the George Foreman. I like catching it in glass. Problem solved. Boom. Checked everything off the list except for these 4 videos, so gonna go to the office, gonna slam these 4 vids out. Got some bad news about the potential puppy. 2 families in line ahead of us. So like, there's no way that 2 families are gonna reject this puppy. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking the checklist. We're gonna be able to check that off together, me and you. Do have to put the pickleball stuff back first, as well as do these dishes. And by pickleball stuff, I of course mean a couple of sheets of plywood. You're doing great, Code. Just finish strong. The key is to just start the project, name it, drop the footage in the timeline. Bam, now you're rolling. All right, it's 4:20. My leave alarm just went off. Literally just finished the last edit on the last video. Boom. 2x4 checklist for the win. Guess what? I just got a text. We're getting the dog!